Cash flow. Everybody's talking about it, and the ones that aren't talking about it are thinking about it. Somebody said, money doesn't buy happiness. Well, that's absolutely right, but they forgot to finish it. Money also doesn't buy sadness. The real question of life is, how do you want your happiness, with or without money? And so people are talking about cash flow. Turn on the TV like I did the other day, and somebody will be hawking to you lots of tapes and lots of seminars about how to flip a house. You ever tried to flip a house? They're heavy. How to flip a house, how to turn a house for profit, how with no money down you can create more what? Cash flow. Or somebody else is a new stockbroker. Here it is. We have a way, guaranteed, you can't lose, no fees, and whether it's Merrill or whether it's Schwab or... And my kids came over the other day. We had a hurricane party. So no electricity, so we pumped up the gas lantern real good. And guess what they wanted to play? Robert Kiyosaki's game, Cash flow. I'm telling you, everybody's talking about it, and the ones that aren't talking about it are thinking about it. Cash flow is the king of finance. Not assets, not savings, not earning potential, but cash flow. Most people need more cash flow, and everything's more expensive than ever before. You filled your car up with gas lately? Have you bought food lately? What about a house or a car? Or have you decided to send somebody to college lately? Everything's expensive. A recent study that came out that said a family of 4 wants to go to an NFL game. The average cost is $312.62. The average college graduate, not counting expenses or loans for college, not counting those, is in debt $20,000 plus when they graduate from the university. Credit cards are killing us. Half of America has credit cards, and over half of the ones that have them have a balance at the end of every month on their credit card. Now, what is interest on a credit card these days? 18, 21, 23%? And money costs what, 5, 6, 7%? Well, who in their right mind would extend credit from one month to the next at 18%? Let me tell you who. Folks that need more cash flow. Do you know, listen to this, do you know that the average balance on the average credit card is $6,300? I said that recently at a presentation. A guy in the back said, well, I'm way above average. Well, some things you don't want to be above average in. Listen to this. This will make you mad. Last year, credit card companies earned over $7 billion, not on interest, on late fees. Cash flow, listen, is the answer to wealth and investment. If you don't have cash flow, forget about investment. And here's the answer. Learn to live on $100,000 a year and learn to earn $200,000 a year. If you earn $200,000 and you live on $100,000 and you put $100,000 a year back for 10 years, somebody that's good with math, you'll have $1 million. Will you be ready now to invest and earn from your investments? But what's the problem? Most people who earn $100,000 spend $127,000 a year. The problem always comes back to cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. Now, reducing expenses is a short-term and limited remedy. There are a few ways to increase cash flow. You can work longer and harder. Have you tried that? Or you can take a second job. Or you can go into your employer on Monday. As a matter of fact, I recommend this. Walk into your employer's office, your boss's office. Do not be announced. Just walk right in because you want to make a splash here. Look her right in the eye. Slam your hand down on her desk and say, look, Mary, starting today, you double my income or I'm walking. Have a nice walk. And there are fewer ways to increase your cash flow while developing passive income. As a matter of fact, it's almost impossible. Employment increases cash flow very slowly and can disappear instantly. And don't blame your employer if you lose your job. Blame yourself for not preparing yourself for the new economy. The rules have changed. And if you are living under old millennium rules, you can expect old millennium results. Trading time for money is a very, very weak exchange. How many hours in a week? 168. 168 hours in a week. How many dollars in a week? Far more difficult question, isn't it? Doesn't it depend on the vehicle you use to earn those monies? Wouldn't it be a weak exchange to exchange something finite for something infinite? The amount of dollars in a week are infinite. It depends on the vehicle you've chosen. Do some people earn $200 a week, class? Do some people earn $2,000 a week? Do others earn $20,000 a week? Why, of course. And so the answer is never trading time for money. It's finding a vehicle that has the power to create cash flow. Investments generally increase cash flow proportionately to risk. Tiny investment, tiny return. Cash flow is always the answer to investment. Debt is a poor and inefficient method of increasing cash flow. Borrowing money to make money is a lousy long-term strategy. And yet that's what a lot of people are doing. If they can borrow money at a low percentage and invest the same money at a high percentage, they increase debt and yet feel like they increase cash flow simultaneously. Be careful. If nothing changes, it could be a great strategy. If anything changes, you could be in trouble. Solving one problem by creating another problem is not a solution. What then is the answer to increasing cash flow? Us. We are your answer. This business model has the power to create cash flow for you and give you the money to invest to create wealth. Your own business, turnkey startup, coaching and mentoring, international possibilities, internet-oriented, leadership-driven. This business model gives you the options and has the power to do those things. Now, here are just a few things about how and why this business model creates cash flow. Number one, you can become something we call a prosumer. You're a producer and you're a consumer simultaneously. In other words, you create the company you buy from. You buy from yourself, and therefore you turn household expenses into household income. Study that concept. It's ingenious. Number two, you can actually become a marketer of products. You own the company. You have access to a multitude of products. And with margins of 20 to 50%, you can actually market, merchandise products, and create instant cash flow. Number three, you can franchise the idea by referring the concept to other people and by teaching them and coaching them. Number four, you can multiply your time by investing in others, building a team. Listen to this. 10 teammates investing 15 hours a week will net you the same effort as you working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Just by building a small team, you can work around the clock and basically by creating income from a financial point of view, never die. Keep creating income. And number five, surround yourself with a quality support system. Smart business owners who are dedicated to your success. Now think with me about just a few of the assets of this incredible business model. They're too numerous to mention, but I'll just mention a few of them for you. You can start immediately where you are. You don't have to be a different you to start. The learning curve is steep, but the people that can teach you are there. You don't need to go back to the university. You don't need to fly off to Chicago for 6 weeks of training. You don't need to do anything except start, whether you're male or female, no matter what your ethnicity is, whether your eyes are round or slanted, it doesn't matter. Whether you're English speaking or Spanish speaking, or whether you have an Asian background, none of that matters. Your age, you're old, you're young, you're in between, it doesn't matter. Your income, maybe you're a high earner or a low earner. Maybe you're from the wrong side of the tracks. Let me tell you, I don't care if you live in the middle of the tracks. You're in the right place to start. You're highly educated, lowly educated, you had trouble with 4th grade English or calculus, doesn't matter. The point is, you can start where you are. If you have a dream and a real desire to change your cash flow, you can start. Low capital investment, less than starting bowling, or less than becoming a couch potato. You already have most of the things you need. You have a car? Good. It's now your business car. You got a phone? Good. It's now your business phone. You got a computer? Good. It's now your business computer. You got a CD player? Great. That's your university. And professional coaching at, get this, no fee. Coaching at no fee. You want a tennis coach? Pay him. You want a golf coach? Pay him. You want input from your attorney? Pay him. You want some financial information from your CPA? Pay him. Because of the way this business model is structured, you get coaching on a no-fee basis. Educational programs in place at nominal fees. So whatever you don't know, you can get and you can learn. Community. You literally surround yourself by other people just like you, going in the same direction you're going, who form a team, and so we move together. And incredible product lines. The hottest, the coolest, the latest. We're talking about sports nutrition, time-defiant skincare, water treatment systems, weight loss, high-quality cosmetics, everyday consumables, health and wellness. The things that you're going to see every night between 9 p.m. and 12 a.m. on channels 52 to 78. Every one of them are hawking these items, and we're right in the middle of that with a complete infrastructure in place. Shipping, done. 100% guarantees, done. Quality control, done. Research and development, done. Operating systems, done. And you can take advantage of current ownership. Ownership, you own it with real equal opportunity. And you hear politicians talking all the time about equal opportunity, and I've come to the conclusion there aren't many of them in the world. Not many of them in the world. If I want to be a dentist, I can't go down to Home Depot and buy a Black & Decker and start drilling. That's not equal. I have to go to dental school. If I want to operate on you, I can't go get a hunting knife and say, lay down, partner. That's not an equal opportunity. This is equal. You can do what you want to do as fast as you want to do it. You own it. So the choice is yours. If you really want to be an owner, if you really want long-term security, if you really want to create cash flow, if you really want to build something that your grandkids can enjoy, then today is the day to start your business. Contact your coach and they'll set a startup session so you can begin. Don't depend on the economy. Create the economy. Don't live in the past. Build the future. Stop wishing and start solving the problem. This is your answer to positive cash flow. You can do it. Get started now.